Yeah, Mr. Chair, I'm going to bring up an item that was on last week's agenda, and I'm bringing it up because I have some new critical information. I think it's imperative that the board hear this. And this is regarding the appropriations request for the Southwest Florida Regional Emergency Shelter. If you may remember, there was an appropriations request made for $8 million, along with $2 million of local funds, $2 million of federal funding. And the requester was Kitson and Partners in partnership with Charlotte County. And not to repeat everything I said, but I said basically that this document speaks for itself, that we're a co-requester on this appropriations request. But some of the comments from my colleagues were, and I wrote them down, we're not a partner, we're not a requester, this is not our document, I have a different opinion, and I don't read it that way. Well, I thought the language was plain and clear, and again, it was laced from start to finish with Charlotte County even making the statement that it was our top legislative priority. So I also made the comment that this is being represented in Tallahassee right now, and we own this thing, that this is a Charlotte County document. We're a partner in this thing, and that's how it's going to be represented. Well, after the meeting, I went to the Florida channel, looked at the video archives to see just how it was presented to the House Transportation and Tourism Appropriations Subcommittee. So I have some notes I'd like to share with you. That meeting took place on March 5th, 2019. And the sponsor was asked by the committee chair, and it was a 9-member chair, to describe the bill. And here's what he said, word for word. House Bill 3139 is a request for $8 million for a regional emergency shelter. This is a public-private partnership in conjunction with Babcock Ranch, the Charlotte County Board of County Commissioners, the U.S. Economic Development Administration, Florida Power and Light, TECO. This bill has the support of the Charlotte County Board of County Commissioners. That is exactly what I said this appropriations request said, and this board said it didn't. So we have a bill with the source document being the appropriation request that was just presented to an appropriation subcommittee that said we are in a public-private partnership with Babcock Ranch and Charlotte County Board of County Commissioners. You can't have a public-private partnership without the public. We are the public, and I check with legal. You can't make those representations, and we can't be in a public-private partnership as a Charlotte County Board of County Commissioners without board consent, board direction. That never happened, gentlemen. We never supported, this bill wasn't our top legislative priority. I called Carrie Roth up, and I said, are you aware of this bill? She said no. She goes, I would need board direction to make that a priority. So I'm here to bring clarification to this thing. While we all may have disagreed, well, at least I didn't, with what this document said, the taxpayers of Charlotte County, through the authority vested in this board, never had an opportunity in the sunshine to perform due diligence, give public comment. We are now sitting up in Tallahassee at the final stop, something that this comments here from this dais said it's going to take years. You know how long that presentation took in front of the subcommittee? 1 minute and 20 seconds. And it went straight to appropriations. It's sitting half a step from the finish line, and the board didn't approve any of this. I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Now I'm going to read a statement. My constitutional authority to represent the citizens of Charlotte County has been usurped. The right of free speech and due process has been infringed upon. Matters of public policy and budget were done outside the sunshine with no public notice or debate. We serve the community and the people who put us here. The interests of the citizens of Charlotte County come first. There is no compromise. Now, you can check with legal. Nobody uses the authority of this board without our consent. My rights to due diligence, my rights to represent the people were usurped by a private individual. That's not how things work here. There is no emergency, no rush for any item that would bypass the authority of this board. We vote people. We know how it works. I said this at the last meeting. Nothing is urgent enough to bypass us. You have an idea, you bring it to the commissioners, you bring it right there. You make your case, you get your votes and move on. That's how it works. I was not afforded the opportunity, and neither were the taxpayers afforded the opportunity to vet this thing. This is sitting in Tallahassee right now with the full faith and backing of the taxpayers of Charlotte County, right now. And we need to do something about it, gentlemen, today.
You completed your comments, sir?
Yeah, well, you can check with legal. And I'd actually like, for the record, I have a question for Jeanette. You saw the tape. Does that action require the approval of this board?
Commissioners, to say that the Board of County Commissioners, by definition, means the governing body of the county, and you can only act by ordinance, resolution, or by board action. So I don't think it's correct to say that that had the backing of the Board of County Commissioners. Perhaps it had the backing of several county commissioners, but I don't know that because I wasn't involved in any of the meetings.
Well, I just want to be clear. It was represented to the Appropriations Subcommittee and now the Appropriations Committee that this is a public-private partnership in conjunction with Babcock Ranch, Charlotte County Board of County Commissioners. Are you aware of any approved public-private partnership that we approved, that the board approved?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
No, I am not.
Okay. Point of personal privilege before we're done. I have one final statement to make, and it'll be very brief. I'm going to go on the record to say that this board has been made fully aware that the authority of the board has been used up in Tallahassee without the authority of the board and outside of Sunshine. And I'm disappointed that we had a presentation here that used Charlotte County Board of County Commissioners in public partnership. That never happened.
So you can deny the fact that this board voted to support a regional shelter, which we did.
We didn't support a regional partnership,
You identify the fact
That's a
that this
support
board,
item.
and we did support it as one of our priorities, sir.
I see what's going on here, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much.
Anyways, Ms. Knowlton, Sandrock, I believe we have completed today's business. Do you see any other items that we need to address? For those who are traveling to Tallahassee,